Am I recording? Yes. My name is Casual Callie. Or just Callie. Whatever. I don't care. Call me your mom. I don't care. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. But I had to get this off my chest. I just saw Pirates of the Caribbean 5. And, it's sad. Well, a few complaints, but my main one was I want Commodore Norrington back. You bring everyone else back to life. Bring back Commodore Norrington. He was so sad. That story was so sad. But yeah. No, he had to die a hero and be dead forever. Oh, no, I love Commodore Norrington. He was my favorite character in the whole franchise. Oh, some people don't even remember who he is, but I'm like, no, Commodore Norrington. Or just John Norrington, whatever. He was awesome. Let me adjust my camera. Bring him back, please. I remember last year the IMDb had his name on it, and I was like, yes, yes, more. Maybe it's gonna be a prequel, and we'll get more Norrington, but nope, nope, nope. Whatever. Uh, Second complaint. Dos. Jack was a douche, more than usual. Like to the point where I just didn't like him anymore. I mean, yeah, he does selfish things for selfish reasons. Da da da. But, my God, was he ever drunk and a douche? I mean, if, if you remember the first movie where he was like a fun character, God, God, have these movies gone downhill? I mean, people complain about Fast and the Furious, but my God, these ones are such big, big, humongous things. I even got some fancy dancy makeup to go on for this review. Look at these wing branches, yo. Cause I can't do regular wings. I always fuck them up on the other eye, so I'm like, branch it out, whatever. I also can't see for shit, so I can't even see where I put my glasses. Okay, now I can see. Yay. Uh, oh, I don't know. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy Jack. He was a bit of a douche. So let's start from the beginning. Spoiler alert. Callie's going to be talking about spoilers. Callie can't seem to look at the camera good enough. Whatever. It's really her hat. It starts out with little Henry Turner out in a boat. He straps a rope of rocks to his leg and poof, down he goes to the Flying Dutchman. He knew where it was. How? Oh well. He's all like, Dad, take me with you. No, son, look at me. Look at me. I'm so hideous. He's still handsome. He's just got some barnacles. Whoopity-doo. We can't make Orlando Bloom ugly. Oh my God, no. But let's not anyways, because it's Orlando Bloom, and hey, Disney could only afford to give him 1 minute of screen time. Maybe 2, if you count the last 30 seconds of the movie. Which, again, spoiler alert, they could only afford to have Keira Knightley on for 30 seconds. I'm going to be completely honest. I was expecting something completely different out of this movie. Not just Commodore Norrington. I was hoping that, you'd have Will Turner as one of the main characters. And, because I didn't really look into territory for this movie, I wanted to go in surprised. And so I thought, it was going to be Jack and friends on the Dutchman, and they were going to be, in a race against Salvar uh, for the Poseidon's trident. You know, because it can remove the ocean's curses and stuff. And oh, Salvar doesn't want to be cursed no more, and Will doesn't want to be cursed no more, and Jack just wants some rum and yippity day. Let's let's have a swashbuckling adventure, or let's not. Let's have the exact same thing from Pirates 2. Cursed ship, cursed captain. No, the same thing from Pirates 1 too. Cursed ship, cursed captain, cursed crew. Uh, oh god, that crew. Like, instead of being zombified or ocean aminalified, they were charcoalified. They were basically ash people. Like, like, oh my god, we're entering Dark Souls 3 territory. Let's get some embers up in here because these guys need them. Like, the the special effects of Pirates 2 was great. Like, even in 1, oh my god, the zombie effects, the aminal barnacle effects. And in here, it kind of looked like a PS4 game. You know, good. It's good graphics, but you can still pick it out. Especially Mister No Body, save for like his torso, cause these zombie pirates they were burned to a crisp, so they're all ashy. And you got one guy who's like no arm and like no legs, and like he's got his hat, but like the rest of him is just gone. You know, he's got like his torso still. There's another guy who's like got this much of his face gone. It's just the bottom half. And then you got Salvar. Who played him? I don't remember. Where's my phone? I don't have it. I don't. I don't remember who played him. We'll do a quick Google search. Why not? We'll do Google. 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 But he played a fantastic villain. If only he wasn't such a bitch sometimes. But do do do. Oh do do do. Where is your IMDb? Do do do. It's gonna take a while. Um, a lot of returning characters, but also a lot of not returning characters. Javier Bardem. What else was he in? Javier. What were you in? You're a handsome man. Oh, he was in Skyfall and No Country for Old Men and Bardem Beautiful and The Sea Inside and ooh, he's gonna be in Bride of Frankenstein. Ooh, nice. Wonder if he's going to play the monster. The gunman. I don't know a lot of these. Some Spanish films. Eat, Pray, Love. I hated that movie so much I don't even remember it. A whole bunch of stuff I don't know and some Spanish stuff. Yada da da. So there's that guy. You had still the two bumbling buffoons who used to be the red coated guys, and then at the end of the third movie they became pirates and everyone was happy because yay, these guys get to join Pintel and Rigetti, who are not in this movie. Another disappointing fact. I was really hoping to see them again, but hey, my rat wants to come out of his cage. Do you mind? I'm trying to talk about pirates. And so I was hoping, like, because, I don't know, like, oh, those two arguing guys are on Barbossa's crew, so I was kind of expecting Pintel and Rigetti to be on some crew. Maybe they joined the Royal Army since the other guys left, but no, no. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they asked for too much money, or maybe he didn't even think about it. I don't know. But the movie was missing them. I mean, they were in every movie. Might as well bring them back. I've seen every movie at least 4 to 15 times, except for Pirates 4, because God, did they bastardize Blackbeard so bad. Like, the scourge of the seven seas. Now he's just a grumpy grandpa. I wasn't scared of him. Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Black Flag did Blackbeard really well. Loved it. Loved him in that. I am giving Black Sails a chance. They haven't done much with him, but I have faith. I have faith that they will. Trying to keep my eyes on the camera, but then I can't see myself because I'm blind without my glasses. So, there's that. Anyways, there's the cast for you. You got Henry Turner, who is not as whiny a bitch as I thought he was going to be. You got Karina, I believe her name was. We'll get into spoiler territory with her real quick here after I get over with the movie. So, little Henry Turner wants to go with his dad. Dad's like, no, I can only be on land every 10 years, and I'm cursed, and you don't want anything to do with me. And Henry Turner's like, please, Daddy. And he's like, no, now go back home to your mother. And so another 9 years pass, and he's trying to track down Jack Sparrow, as is everybody. Everybody wants Jack. Who can blame them? It's Johnny Depp. He's Cody. And in the midst of this all, there's this girl, this lady who is, oh, she's a witch because she's a woman and she studies science and oh, that's witchcraft and blah, 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 blah. So she has to deal with all that bullshit. Didn't see that coming. Yes, I did. Because, you know, as we all know, Elizabeth Swann also had all that bullshit just because she was a chick. But, you know, 18th century pirate days, you're gonna have that. So, you know, that didn't fucking bother me none. I was like, haha, they think she's a witch because she knows science. So, yeah, she was an astronomer and a hortographer. So, of course, the pirates think she's a whore. One's like, my mom was one of those. No, but, you know, she's a woman of science and astronomy. And so she was dropped off at this orphanage when she was like a wee little tot or whatever. And with this diary with this ruby on the front, and she's like, my father left this to me, this is my birthright, my legacy, I have to find this place that the stars point to, and I have to figure out this map, and there's gonna be a blood moon, and it's gonna reflect off this ruby, and I can see stuff, which she finds out while she's in prison, because she goes to prison like 15,000 times, because she's a woman of science. And she comes across Henry Turner, and she's like, I hear you're looking for I keep wanting to say Blackbeard, Jack Sparrow, cause I'm looking for him too, because, why was she looking for him? Was she looking for him? God, I don't remember, I just saw the movie, like 6 hours ago. Well, anyways, they both escape, and then they all go to prison, along with Jack Sparrow, because Jack had the great idea to steal the very first bank safe of the town I don't remember. And it was amazing. This is what I love about these pirates movies, is they go to these extremes. And it was kind of Fast and Furious-y. A little Fast 5-y, because, you know, they're stealing a bank. They're stealing a safe. And instead of, you know, cars, they're using horses. And Marty's back. Love Marty. He's got more lines than he ever did in any of the other movies. He's the little short pirate, the little dwarfy midget guy. The little person. Whatever. He's short. And Gibbs. Gibbs is back. They're the only two crewmates from Jack's crew that are back. Sad. I guess the budget just couldn't afford it. I had to go with all the special effects that could have been better. But, anyways, so, you know, all the important people are at the front of the bank, and they show the bank, the vault, and they're like, here's this vault, and it's so awesome. And they open it, and there's Jack all drunk in it. With was he the governor? I don't know. The leader guy's, important guy's wife. What a surprise. And, you know, Jack's all drunk and stuff. He's like, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm robbing the bank. And so, the next thing you know, his pirate crew, that consists of like five guys. They're on the back of like 20 horses who are strapped to the through the wall to the safe. And as they're pulling it, the safe gets stuck, and they end up pulling the entire building off the foundation. And so they're booking it all through town with this fucking bank behind them. It just brought back Fast Five memories. Oh, it was awesome. And of course, the gold's all spilling out of the safe, because of course, Jack didn't think to close the safe. And of course, you got Jack tumbling around through town trying to catch up. He falls off the safe, able to catch himself and fall on top of the building. And then the building goes through a bridge. And so he's running over the bridge and then back on the building. Da da da. They finally get the safe out of the building. And by the time they get it back to their ship, it's more like a dinghy with a mast. It's empty. So of course, they all quit. They're like, "No, Jack, we're done." So now Jack is clueless and whatever. And anyways, Henry and Karina find him, and they're all off on a big adventure to find the Trident of Poseidon. And she's got her little diary with all of the little stars and stuff in it, and so she's calculating all this stuff, and everyone's like, "A witch," but whatever. And Henry's like, "Bear, I just want to get this to uh, help my father and uncurse him and da da da." And Salvar, I'm gonna say this right now. When I first saw the previews, I thought it was Silver, and I thought they were doing a Treasure Island thing, which I was awesomely excited for. But I'm glad they didn't go that route, because this wouldn't have made any sense otherwise. But even if they did, there would have been a whole other thing. Black Sails is already doing it, so Pirates of the Caribbean don't need to do it. And it turns out Salvar was killed by Jack, a young Jack, whose captain died in the midst of battle because Salvar was a big pirate killer and he was killing all the pirates. And young Jack uh, manages to get Salvar to follow him and the ship towards the terrible Devil's Triangle full of rocks and stuff. And right at the last second, he quick steers the ship around, quick whips it around this little fucking rock outcropping, which, geez, that's hard enough to do in Black Flag. But so Salvar, he couldn't do it, and he sails straight into the death, and they all blow up and die, and he seeks revenge on John Silver, Jack Sparrow. And Jack becomes the pirate captain of that little ship, and you see all of his effects given to him, like the hair stuff and the feather quill and his hat. And I was like, "Ah, his hat." That doesn't really, it doesn't go many places, but that was cute. Yay! And then Barbossa, Salvar catches up to Barbossa, who owns this huge pirate fleet, and he's got this huge wig and this big hat. Loves his big hats. And he's got like fucking embroidered peg leg, and his whole ship is like bedazzled. Like he's rich enough to have his own personal band, play soft classical music as he eats with his dainty poker thing. And he manages to get Salvar to not kill him and his crew, which also consists of those two buffoons. The two red coat guys who argue all the time. They didn't argue as much in this movie. I was a little disappointed. A few good laughs came from them. I will say that. My God, they look shitty. Like, did you have to stop taking care of yourself just because you're pirates? I expected better of you, but whatever. Whatever. And so he's like, "No, I can find Jack Silver. Son of a bitch, Callie. Remember your pirate names. I can find Jack Sparrow for ya." Do we have an accord? He said that about 3 times in the movie. And so Salvar is like, yes, find me him. And they find him. And they chase them in Jack's shitty little boat ship thing. It's not a schooner. It's basically a clumped together pieces of other ships into this thing. It's really gross. Anyways, so you got all that going on, and they get to this little island, and of course there's a mutiny on Jack's ship because there always is. So it's Jack, Henry, and Karina. I really hope that's her name. Yeah, it is. They are in a rowboat heading towards this teeny weeny island with Salvar on their tail. And Salvar has this great idea to send out zombie sharks. Awesome. Should have been more of them. And by more of them, I mean more scenes with them. They should have just been like everywhere. They I love sharks. I love zombies. Zombie sharks, great. The movie Zombie Sharks, though. Anyways, that's a review for another day. Was that a zombie shark movie? No, that was Avalanche Sharks. I'm thinking of. Yeah. We'll get to zombie sharks. So, of course, you know, Karina, disrobes so she can swim better because she's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Jumps off, and of course the guys are like, I saw her ankles. Oh my god. And then Henry, he sees the sharks coming. He's like, throws her dress out, and he's like, "This distraction. I'm jumping off now and swimming to shore as fast as I can." And Jack, he tries, but his foot gets stuck. So what does he do? He grabs like this big old grappling hook thing, sticks it into one of the sharks, wraps it around the bow of the rowboat, and like manages to steer it to shore. This motherfucking shark reminded me of Black Flag again, because the sharks just drag your boat. That was fun. And he eventually manages to. Oh no, no. Henry didn't jump out, did he? No. I don't remember the. Like I said, I just saw the movie. Because he was still back in the boat with Jack. Jack scooped him out of the water. Oh yeah, that happened while the sharks were attacking. Anyways, Jack manages to get the boat to shore. He whips the shark around. Boat crash lands. Whatever. Him and his peeps then have to, then Karina, who is a woman of science, and ghosts aren't real. You'd think she'd have heard about the Black Pearl and the zombies. You think someone would have told her about those. Uh, if someone probably didn't, she was like, "That's not scientific. That's impossible." Well, she saw Salvar and his guys come onto shore. They were, they were, they were running across the water. They all jumped. These guys were jumpers, and like every other scene, Salvar and his guys would be jumping from high up onto something. Anyways, they jump off the ship onto the water, and they're just sprinting towards shore, walking on the water. Wasn't as cool as the scene of the first Pirates of the Caribbean where they're all walking slowly under the water. And they're all regular underneath the ship's shadow, but once they hit that moonlight, it's zombified. No, this was just, bloop, there they go, in all their PS4 glory. And, well, they find out, oh, we can't walk on land because one of them bursts into ashes. So Salvar's like, well, shit. Wow, haven't seen this before. Gross. So, he's like, I'll get you next time, Sparrow. So, Barbossa's like, oh, I can go on shore. I can go on shore. Let me and my crew go on shore. And by this point, Jack is wound up by some guy. I don't remember. They all get captured by these other pirates on this island. I don't remember them. I should. I've seen the movies many times, but I haven't seen them in like years. Um, Shotgun wedding happens. So Jack has to marry some beluga lady with three bastard children already. Whatever. Wedding gets cut short because Barbosa shows up, and he manages. He's got Blackbeard's magic sword, his rope controlling sword, and he stabs it into the bottle with the black pearl in it because Jack keeps it with him always in his bosom. And so they're all like, "Oh, quick, get it, get it out of here! The ship's gonna grow." And so he tosses the bottle, falls, it breaks open, and the ship grows. Oh, it's so epic! And then Jack walks up closer, and it's just like this model, like about this big. So Barbarossa's like, "Throw it in the water." So he throws it in the water. It sinks, and then, oh, what happened? Oh, she was a fine ship. And then, whoosh, out of the water it rises. Great big ship. Yes, the Black Pearl's back. Jack the Monkey's back. We're ready to rock and roll. And so Barbossa decides to betray Salvar, because of course, and he's going to use Jack and the others as a map to get to Poseidon's Trident because everybody wants the treasure. As these movies goes, everybody wants it for themselves to use it at their own advantage. Ba-da-ba. He needs a bigger hat, I'm sure. And he also needs to get rid of Salvar. So, they all hop aboard the Black Pearl, and off on an adventure they go. And Salvar's not far behind them. And anyways, some character development. Karina and Henry, they bond. Uh, and, Karina's talking to Barbossa and stuff, telling her, "Oh, my father left me this diary, and it had a ruby on it, and it's got the map of the stars, and this is my birthright, my legacy," and stuff. And all of a sudden, Barbossa gets this look on his face like, "Oh." And that's when you start to think, I think I know where this is going. So I turned to my bow and I'm like, "Watch, watch, watch. He's her dad." I thought they were gonna save it to the end of the movie, but nope. He goes up, he talks to Jack, and he's like, I left a girl at the orphanage. I could never tell her that I'm her father, 'cause she would never accept a swine like me." And of course, Jackson like, "That's yours? How? You're so big." And so I'm like, "Oh, she's Barbossa's daughter." Oh, it gets sadder though. And then you got um Salvar right on their ass. And, "Oh, where's the island? It should be under these stars." And she's steering the ship, and she's like, "I can't see. There's a battle going on. The ships are attacking each other. Jack's fighting a giant. What's this fucking thing's called? Not Jackoffs." I feel. God, see, when I have to talk about these things, I automatically forget them. I was just playing Black Flag. Figureheads. Figureheads. Fighting a giant big booby figurehead as it climbs all over the ships after him, and he's on the cannons and stuff. Whoopity doo. And he eventually manages to outwit it, of course, by pulling one guy, an enemy of his, is loading up a cannon, so he's like, "Oh, it's right above me. Okay. Use rope, swing down, pull cannon up." So the cannon shoots the thing in the face. And you got Salvar killing people, and you got like the ashy people killing people. You got Jack's crew, and no Pintel and Rigetti anywhere. But at least we get the other two never learn their names. I need to watch these movies again. I think I'm going to spend next weekend just watching Pirates of the Caribbean. This week, though, I'm watching Black Sails, playing Black Flag, and then I'll be watching the movies. I need to get a hold of the older movies, like that Errol Flynn movie. I watched that when I was a kid on like the Turner Classic Movie Channel. Ah, I loved it. It was awesome. But anyways, they finally get to the island. Uh, Karina just slams the Black Pearl against it, and Salvar has to like whip around because he can't be on land because he'll poof. Whoa, hit my computer. Poof into magical ashy dust. And so, they gotta swing around. And so you got, our main protagonists. They're all on this rocky island. They're like, what's so special about it? And, the sun comes up and, like, all the light hits all the rocks. And it's all, like, sparkly. Everything's sparkly and gemmy. And you see, like, the stars align to these 4 points on this. It's barely an island. It's like a giant pile of rocks. And people are awake. Go back to bed. Finally. Okay. So, it's just like this island of, it's rocky. And so, light touches all the rocks. Oh, it's shimmery, shiny, beautiful. And it's like a representation of the night sky. So the stars align to these 4 points that are like rubies. And so, they all walk out to this one ruby that's not shining. And so you got Jack and Karina and Henry, keep wanting to say Will, and Barbosa, and the other guys. And, she's all like, oh, why isn't it working? So she pulls out this ruby that was stuck to her journal, and he's all like, what did Barbosa say? He said it so nicely, so feely, like, I don't know, complete it, or fix it, or something. He's just all, like, he's just got this whole awestruck face the rest of the movie, like, my daughter. And she doesn't know it. So she's like, oh, okay. So stick the ruby on, and, oh, everything works now. And then it parts the sea, because of course it does. We needed that. And, her and Jack fall down first into the sea as it parts. And right there in the middle is Poseidon's trident. Don't know where Poseidon is. Where are these gods? Did they just leave their shit around just dipped? Maybe he's in jail too. And so you got, and then Salvar and his buddies show up. And they are going at it. Like a boom-a-da-boom-a-da-boom. Because Salvar gets hold of the magic stick. And he proceeds to flip Jack around with it. And so, sword fights galore, more sword fights. Karina's gotta do something or other, and Henry's fighting, and Barbosa. And so Karina is like fighting with Salvar over this stupid stick, this trident. Doesn't even look that great. And it's a cool design, if only it wasn't green. Don't let Lois Lane get a hold of it, she'll throw it away. Oh my god, but I don't remember everything. I just saw the movie, and I really want to talk about it. I remember next, they break it. Her and Henry find out, oh, we gotta break it to end all the curses. And so they do that. And now all the ashy zombie crew members who are waiting inside the water because they can't touch land, they start to realize they can't breathe. So they quick hop out into the land, the seabed, whatever. And they're like, oh, we're not cursed anymore. We have skin. I bet mostly blown up guy was very happy. And Salvar was like, oh, I'm beautiful again. I'm not cursed anymore. Oh my god. And, but nope, he's still got a score to settle with Jack. Gotta kill that motherfucker. And next thing you know is Gibbs is steering the Black Pearl along the edge of the ocean on one side with the anchor down to pick up his fellow crewmates. And the monkey's there. And so, all the crew members, they hop on Karina and Henry and Jack and Barbosa. And then Salvar grabs on at the last minute. Because he's not going down without a fight. And oh my gosh, then there's water everywhere. The wall is slowly closing, so the crew is trying to raise up the anchor, and one of the stakes breaks, so it falls down again. Salvar's trying to climb the anchor to get to them. They're trying to climb up, and it got to this point where they got to do something. And Karina falls, and Barbosa catches her, and he's hanging on, and his sleeve is all ripped and stuff, and there's a tattoo there that has the same star design as on her journal. And she's like, what am I to you? And he goes, treasure. And I was like, oh my god! I was like, ah! He's gonna die, isn't he? Yep. Of course. Jack boots up his sword down to him with his boot. And he's like, Hector! And Barbosa's like, oh, I got it. And he falls down. Once he's got Karina, he falls down and gabs right into Salvar and pulls him down too. And you see him falling down into the ocean as it's closing. And I'm just like, no, not Barbosa. Take Jack. Please take Jack. He's such a douchebag. Why? We're gonna end the series. Now we can't. They're gonna make more. I don't see why they wouldn't make more. There wasn't really a cliffhanger, but they killed Barbosa again. They should have killed Jack. I mean, it would have been a great way for the series to end for Jack to actually sacrifice himself. He's always gotten out of shit by, putting other people in the way. He did save Will by cursing him for all eternity, but I think he should have died. That would have ended. It would have ended it, definitely. It definitely would have given a good close to Jack, because, oh yeah, he's died a couple times too, but, oh god. Now, of course, I'm gonna cough a lot, of course. Excuse me. So, well, there goes Barbosa. And his daughter and everything. God. I was so sad. I was like, it's bad enough we don't have Commodore Norrington. Yes, I know he's dead. But Barbosa now, we've killed him in the first movie. I'll get to that. But how long have I even been recording for? 40 minutes? Oh my god. I hope you guys don't have a life. I can't help it. Once I'm done with Black Sails again, I'm watching it. I'm on my third go. I'll be doing that too. I am probably going to read Treasure Island again. Watch Treasure Planet again. Watch Treasure Island again. I love pirates. I love them. I did a fucking report on Blackbeard in 5th grade that I still remember. He was my favorite pirate. But, so let's get to the end of the movie. Grassy Hill. The same place that we saw at the beginning of the movie. and you got Henry Turner looking out there, and you got Karina chilling, and you got Will Turner walking on land. And the ship's normal, and people are normal, and they're not zombified ocean creature zombies anymore. And he's like, "Oh, you've grown, hugs." And he's like, "Yes, and here's the chick who I am now in love with, yay!" And then I don't care that they got together. It was a much better love story than the last fucking movie. That was unnecessary. What was the point of having that goddamn preacher kid? I don't know. But that was a shoot-in romance if I ever saw one. At least this one didn't like shove it in your face. It's not like they flirted a lot. It's not like they did a lot of stuff. They were both on this quest for the same thing. That's what it was. And I'm like, okay, we've gone this whole movie without seeing Keira Knightley. You're gonna tell me Will Turner is now uncursed and he's walking about and they're not gonna show it? Nope, here she comes over the hill. Whopping 30 seconds of Keira Knightley. And no tits to be found. Final thoughts. Could have been better. Could have been better. I was hoping for, Will and the Dutchman to be at least semi-main. I mean, Black Pearl was hardly in it. Salvar was great. He was a great villain. You know, he was relatable. Had his reasons and stuff, and his first mate was pretty passionate with him. He was like, "Hey, I'm your first mate, and I'm with you all the way, buddy." He's a lot like Gibbs to Jack. Marty, the little pirate, he had tons more lines. Heck, he was practically a main character. Practically a side character. He had so many more lines than any other movie. I can't remember any other lines. Jack owes us a ship. First movie. I'm sure he had other lines, but that's all I can think of right now. Again, missing Pintel and Rigetti. Yeah, we had the other two bumbling oofs, but it would have been better with the quartet. Could have started a barbershop quartet. Pirate style. Oh, yeah. And Norrington. Like, yeah, there wouldn't be the love triangle anymore because he was basically, yeah, you love this man, you don't love me. I'm cool with it, but I still have feelings for you and I will do whatever it takes to keep you safe and to help you out. And he died for it. All he ever wanted to do was be a good man. Like, oh, I still remember in the first movie, I actually thought it was kind of cute the way he was trying to propose to Keira Knightley, and he was all like, I don't know, we've known each other for so long, and well, seeing you grow, and da-da-da, and, oh, I'm gonna be doing this big stuff, and I'm gonna have so much money, and, and, da-da, and more stuff, and, oh, I can hardly breathe myself, and, oh, and then she falls over. And he was about to jump in after her. He was right there. He was on the edge. He was like, "Oh, that's a bad." And his people like, "No, come back." Oh, it's a. I just hit my mic really hard. It's amazing she didn't hit the rocks herself. And he's like, "Oh shit. Well, oh my god. If I die, I can't save her." So he quick runs down and uh I love Commodore Norrington. He's just a good guy. He's just trying to be a good man. He's just trying to get the heart and redeem himself to become a soldier again. And he dies a hero basically. And I guess I'm okay with that. I just sad story. Commodore Norrington. Oh. Uh, what else? Special effects were okay. They weren't the greatest. I didn't. It's Disney sequels. Honestly, I think the very first movie, the time it came out was great. You know, the special effects of its time were fantastic. They're still fantastic for the most part. You know, the story was great. The characters were great. You know, the development was great. It had a great story, you know, a great adventure, and it was a new kind of movie. Like we've had pirate movies before, but we never had like this gritty like this is piratey. Like it basically changed the face of pirates in movies forever because now like every pirate has the big old bandana and the 20,000 dreadlocks. You know, but it makes sense for the time that pirates lived in because, you know, they worked with what they got. They either shaved their heads or they let their hair mat or they dreaded it themselves. You know, having loose, flowing, gorgeous hair just wasn't practical. Neither were piercings for that matter, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? The first movie could have done just splendidly on its own. It didn't need sequels, but boy, them box office numbers. Gotta milk that cash cow. Am I right, Disney? I love pirates. I love the pirate movies, except for four. And I love this one. I will definitely get it when it comes out on video. I can't go see it again in theaters because I have other plans. Not to mention, it's going to be out of my theaters soon. I think this was its last weekend. It might hold out till next weekend, but Transformers just came out, so I didn't even know until I looked up Pirates and I was like, oh, another Transformers movie. Ah. And I still have Wonder Woman to watch, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to that. Guardians of the Galaxy isn't in my theaters anymore, so yeah, that was Callie's awesome rant on Pirates of the Caribbean 5 Dead Men Tell No Tales. Hope you had fun this last 50 minutes because, well, I did. As you can tell, I love pirates. I love talking about them. I'm gonna go watch me some Black Sails. Oh, excuse me. And fangirl out because, oh my god, Treasure Island was like my all-time favorite book. Read it 50,000 times, saw like every movie interpretation of it, at least every American one. Treasure Planet, also, oh my god, so relatable. Absent father is walking off. And Goo Goo Dolls. It just came out at the wrong time. If it had come out like around this day and age now, with all this pirate hubbub, definitely would have gotten better box office numbers and better recognition. And probably a sequel. Disney had returned to Treasure Island. I read that book too about 20 times. Who knows? Maybe I'll read Treasure Island and do a review on that. I don't know. I have decided that my channel will be video games and movies slash TV shows relations. I I can't get into that whole skeptic video thing. I like watching them, not into making them myself. I'm really into watching Let's Players and movie reviewers more than anything else. But it's been 50 minutes. I'm gonna go. My name is Casual Callie. Keeping it casual. Yay.